Chicago.
Yeah, foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright lights, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNBA, White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, then you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big flights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lake Shore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city. I'ma rev it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago.
Well, as I always say, good morning, everybody that's on the internet. Come on in. It's like you gonna have to have an early drink of hen this morning. Bars. Y'all listen, man. I told everybody who watches my show and follow me, you guys know that I have been under scrutiny. Total scrutiny for saying Olivia Magic Miles. I have been saying it her whole entire career. I have said it while she was over in Notre Dame. I have been under scrutiny, and was called blasphemous for saying that Olivia Miles, her name should be Olivia Magic Miles, because that's what she brings to the table, and she reminds me. Her game reminds me of Magic Johnson. Now, those of you who know and those of you who have been around for a little while, you know, a lot of people be like, bro, Cloud, you just be glazing and we can't really take you seriously because we know you got about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 teams. And it ain't even 18 teams right now. But, you know, I love women's basketball. And I love to watch the game, male or female. But in particularly, the women's game makes me feel better about basketball because they're more down to the grassroots of things. They're more of the urban feel. They're more of a realistic type of situation. So, you know, the girls' game, I love a lot. You know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, you know, wanted to, you know, just say, hey, man, when she get to the pros, all passing and all of that stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? She been scrutinized since she been in college. So I took the scrutiny with me. You know what I mean? My baby girl, Tony, you know what I'm saying, took her on as we was deciding the players that we were going to cover. And of course, y'all know I had to take the Gamecocks and cover them absolutely all the way across the board. But, you know, as we were taking our teams of who we was going to take, definitely I suggested Tony to do Olivia Miles. and she covered Olivia Magic Mounds the whole entire time. I'm just saying, chat, I believed in this girl. I watched this young lady in college as she was at Notre Dame, and when she got injured, and when she came back to Notre Dame, what she meant to Notre Dame, and then of course the Neil Ivy went on the Hannah Hidalgo and all be all drink. But of course, I got to see Maddie Westbelt before she got injured, and I knew Maddie was going to translate. I know who Maddie Westbelt is. Actually, she come from the home of the guards. Maddie Westbelt can put that ball on the floor just like no other. So I'm just, you know what I mean? Y'all just don't really know because you don't know these young girls, or you just got here. You just got here. So, you know, all you know is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. All you know or want to know is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't put that on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the game is expanding. And that's who you like. You like who you like, and that's okay. And if your brain don't go and, you know, swell up enough to go and suck other people in and want to give love, you know what I'm saying? Like God give love to everybody. If your brain or your heart don't feel up to give love to everybody else, I mean, I understand your prejudice. It's all right. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But me, I love the whole entire game of basketball, and I love its superstars and what it has to offer. This is what being a hooper is all about. When you a hooper, you know, you like to see people who stand out. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I want to first say welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. Hey, shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to all my family members that's in the chat because I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Last night we was watching the games, and it, you know, after the game we had a little talk. I mean, it was straight fire. Revenue T, I see you in here. She wins. MSL. My nephew Dennis. What's up, man? What's up, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? Sister Victory, I love you so much. Such a kind soul. I see my sister Felicia. I see Eagle Brother. What's happening? I see In the Dark. Listen, y'all. In the Dark with a Smile. Not for the weak. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Y'all, some of my favorite peoples in here. And my little baby niece, she wins with her little messy self. It say he already brought New Jersey from the teams that coming in 2029, y'all. That's how many teams he. He say, bro, Claude, why you wearing sunglasses in the dark room, brother? That's not no sunglasses. These my glasses. These my seeing eye glasses. This is my glasses. Yeah, these my new glasses. I know I got, you know, these some products too, you know what I'm saying? I know they cold. There's some products, you know what I'm saying? Little product something, you know what I mean? I like my new glasses. But these the sunglasses right here. Now these my Ray-Bans. See, I ain't even put these on, man. See that? These my Ray-Bans. I want to go Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's my Ray-Bans. What are you talking about, MSL? What you talking about? I got my Ray-Bans on the side. I ain't even put my Ray-Bans on. You know what I'm saying? If I really want to do something, you know what I'm saying? When I be popping out, when I pop out a little bit, I go ahead and go with my gazelles. You know what I'm saying? I get my zellies on. You know what I'm saying? I get my gazelles on, New Edition style. You got what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I ain't even do that. I ain't pop out Hollywood on you and nothing. I'm just saying I know how to get out. I know how to get out. I'm just saying. Don't be doing that. You know what I mean? Don't start to show off with that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know how to pop out. You know what I'm saying? I be putting my little stuff on. You know, I put my stuff on, you know, like anything else. But I want to say, y'all, I appreciate everybody that y'all been following me and trailing what we've been doing over here in the Simply Ball Dropping neighborhood. And this has been a great start of the year. This has been a great start of the year. All of you guys supporting us all and being here front and center. You know what I mean? People like, you know what I mean, have not been coming out like they supposed to been coming out and doing the things that they supposed to been doing. Nope, not with us. Y'all been showing up and showing out and coming. Hey, my sister Belinda. Hey, sister Belinda, you gonna like what I got for you. Hey, y'all. Yeah, this that Chicago swag. You already know. Van, what's good? What's going on? When y'all come in the building, though, do me a favor, y'all. Please hit the like button. Hey, baby girl. Baby. Please hit the like button. I would like for you guys to know that New York is real. I told Wody Max, slow down, Wody, shut up. You ain't doing whatever. But New York is real. And I got to give a shout out to Stewie, because Stewie is having one of those MVP starts. Breanna Stewart is having an MVP start. And I must say that I am happy for her because she's been dealing with a lot of injuries, y'all. She's been dealing with a whole bunch of injuries. And, you know, it kind of looked, even though they won the championship, it kind of didn't look or feel like a championship, the championship year, because she has been, you know, ailing with injuries, like she said, for the last 3-4 years. The last 3 years, she said 3-4 years, but the last 3 years, we can actually see it in her play. I would say.
I finished.
You finished? Okay. I would say, here, could you put some water in here for that? And then here, put this in the garbage. Yeah. I would say that she's stepped up her game 1,000% because Breanna Stewart is feeling good. Breanna Stewart, a co-owner of the Unrivaled League. Breanna Stewart has also been a entrepreneur mogul, along with Nafisha Collier, as a partnership of bringing to you the 3-on-3 basketball Unrivaled League. She has mastered success in just being a basketball player alone, but she has gone to the next level to be a good product and a good CEO, co-CEO, co-founder with Nafisha Collier on Unrivaled. What a great thing that Breanna Stewart has doing in her off time. And of course, she has a developmental league that everybody talks about. She has a developmental league that everybody talks about. Yeah, that's right. That's right. She wins. Upshot is today. The first game of Upshot is today. So those who can get it, it's going to be on YouTube. So you could go on YouTube, Upshot, and you could go and watch an Upshot game today just to support those girls and give them some views. Go give them some views because that's what they're working off of right now, right? So, you know, because I can remember the days that, shoot, the WNBA had failed to Twitter and YouTube. Y'all remember just 3 years ago, WNBA wasn't on national television like that. They maybe had 1 or 2 games on ESPN2, on IA or whatever. So we remember them days. And this is a league that's coming at Cheryl, you know what I mean? Cheryl Miller and Tamika Catchings is a part of. Go see Upshot. Go check it out, man, tonight. You know what I mean? Check it out tonight. But let's get back to this. New York beats Portland Fire 100-82. And I would say Breanna Stewart is on a mission. She want to remind you guys who the hell she is. She had 22 points. She was 8 for 14 from the field, 1 for 4 from the 3-point line, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. You dig what I'm saying? She was just, I mean, in her bag. Y'all seen her last night. Jackwell Jones, still 6 points. I don't know what's going on there. You know, a lot of people, you know, when y'all be so rough on Camilla, Jackwell Jones ain't had no good start, and she not injured. When y'all be talking about Camilla, it really be confusing me. And then, of course, Jackwell Jones don't even have near the rebounds that, you know what I mean, Camilla be having for the most part overall. She did have a good rebound tonight last night, but you know, I'm just saying overall, you know what I mean? Jackwell Jones, either she hot or she cold. And that's what you get. You just got to accept this with the 6'7s. What's up, bro, Will? I see you in the building. You got to just accept the 6'7s. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Jackwell Jones was an MVP and is an MVP of this league. You got what I'm saying? So I never doubt her. But, you know, big girls got a process of how they come into the game. Pauline Essler had 20 points. She was 7 for 12, 3 for 6 from the free throw. I mean, the 3-point line, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Pauline took them by surprise. I knew that Essler is a great player. She's a good player. I like to see her. Good shooter. Great shooting form. She's a, you know what I mean, a scrappy player too. She will get after it on defense. So I like her. You know what I mean? I like her a lot. Alex Fowler had 12 points in this game. She was 4 for 7, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Y'all listen, Lady Benazzi Hamilton had 8 points. She was 2 for 5 from the 3-point line. She was 3 for 6 from the field. But I like this team, man. They huge. They're a huge team. Rebecca Gardner had 14 points. She was 4 for 7. She was 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. They was getting after it on the 3-point line, chat. They was getting after it. I mean, seriously, they was putting that dang on ball up in the air. Like they just don't care. Straight up. You know, so I'm glad that Stewie's back. I can't wait till Sabrina come back, you know, so we can see exactly how New York look. But I will say that most times when you have a player that come off of ACLs and got ankle, you know, spurs or foot, you know, heel spurs, it takes a couple years, chat. It really takes a couple of years for that player to really translate and do what they need to do to actually show you guys what they have. But Portland, on the other side, did not do so bad. You know, they was just not, New York wasn't going for a back-to-back beat down. They wasn't going for it. You know, so New York was like, no, you're not going to beat us for a second time. This was a high-scoring game, chat. Of course, New York came out with the victory, but y'all don't sleep on Portland. All of those people that were saying, oh, Chicago beat an expansion team. Well, I beg to differ. It ain't so expansion now. They beat New York. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that, and then they was, you know what I mean, scored 82 points on New York. Good morning, Max. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you coming in here. Troy, I see you, nephew. So the team shot 51% from three-point line. They was 39%. I'm sorry, 51% from the field, 39% from the three-point line, and 85% from the free throw line. I'm sorry, three-point line, 39%, free throw line, 85%. Let me get that right. They're like, dang, bro, Claude, you can't even talk. Bridget Carlton had 11 points. Emily Isler had 11 points. Dia Poosh, she came on back in. She had 13 points. And then Megan Guston came off the bench, but Megan should be starting. Megan should be starting. She came right on in and made an impact. She had 14 points in the early start of this game. You know, Megan made her presence known. I think that she will definitely probably be a starter for this team. They shot 44% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, and 65% from the free throw line. You can't win a game when you got a high-powered New York. You cannot beat them when you're doing that type of shooting from the field, free throw line, and the three-point line. So let me go. I know y'all been waiting. So let me go to the game that y'all been waiting on. Y'all been waiting on the Minnesota Lynx and how Paige Beckers and the Dallas Wings failed to beat Minnesota. Minnesota has no Nafisha Collier. They lost Natisha Heidemann, Bridget Carlton. They lost Jessica Shepard. They lost, well, she's not doing too good right now, but you know, they even lost Batman Mask. That's what me and Keisha call him. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Let me put this on mute. They even lost what's her name? Man, she been doing so damn bad. I had her out my damn name. Out of my Alana Smith. Alana Smith. What's up, big brother? How you doing? So Alana Smith have been doing horrible. The defense have so many holes in it. I mean, with an ailing Minnesota Lynx team. What's up, boss? What's going on? I see you in here. I see you in here. But the thing is that at the end of the day, Minnesota definitely edged them out. Olivia Magic Miles playing the game that I know that she has. I think that Olivia is definitely going to be pulling for Rookie of the Year. I said her and Fly-J Johnson will be the ones that's going to go at it for the prospects. I already knew that it was so many people over there on the Mystics that it wasn't Lauren Betts wouldn't have a chance. Lauren Betts wouldn't have a chance. I said that Olivia Magic Miles and Fly-J will be the prospects that would probably be going at it for Rookie of the Year. By, of course, Fly-J Johnson going to the Storm. The Storm needed, I mean, they done lost all of their impactful players, so they actually needed, you know, only Malunga and Ezzy stayed, really, from that team. So I knew that Fly-J was going to be able to be playing loose, free. You know what I mean? She got youngins over there, Zaya Cook and Melbourne and all of those people over there so that can give her some veteran help, 2-3 year veterans, that's in there that's still a little bit on a rookie contract, but also you got Big Mama over there, Cindy Colson over there. So, it's a few pieces. Lexi Brown is over there. Lexi Brown started off very slow, but the last couple games, Lexi Brown has came back into herself. I'm sure she probably heard us talking about her, but she got a lot better. But Olivia Miles is doing her job. Last night you got to see a 90-86 game. Minnesota went in there and snatched Dallas chain. Baby Page, Enrique Ogumawale, Alana Smith, and Jessica Shepard seem not to be able to have the actual, remedy to stop these people. Odyssey Sims had 11 points in the game. She gives what she gives to it, and she stays solid. She had 25 minutes. But Natasha Howard, let's talk about it. Natasha Howard, 26 points, 11 for 14 from the field. She was 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. She had 7 turnovers, chat. That that was some of those turnovers was costly, but she made it up with 3 blocks. Nia Coffey, I like the way that Nia Coffey looks. It's systems, right, for players. Nia Coffey had 13 points, 5 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, 8 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And they saying, is this Nia Coffey? Nia Coffey? No, sir. Cheryl Reeves is just a scientist. She is a scientist. This is the same Nia Coffey that wasn't getting burned. You know what I mean? The same Nia Coffey that some people forgot that she still was in the league. But Nia Coffey looking good in the start and the beginning of this season. And like I said, it's systems. It's systems for certain players. Some players are systematical. Some players are, free type. You have to find your fit. But Nia Coffey absolutely looks good on this team. She looks assertive. She looks confident. She is playing. It don't look like Nia Coffey is playing for a spot. She looked like she's playing in continuity with her team. She's made mistakes. Of course, you saw her make a couple of, mistakes. She only had 1 turnover, so she took care of the ball. But, overall, Nia Coffey looked good. Kayla McBride, what an off night for her. What an off night for Kayla. She had 11 points, 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 for the 3-point line, which we never see. We never, ever hardly see. 9 for 11 at the free throw line, but she got to it. And these are the tangibles that K-Sap was talking about. Even though she had a poor shooting night, she still was assertive to attack the basket. She went to the free throw line 11 times. She had 8 rebounds, 1 assist. She had 3 turnovers, 1 steal, and 1 block. So, you could do other things. You know what I'm saying? When your shot not falling, you know what I mean? Or, sometimes on defense, she looked a little sluggish. But y'all know she play overseas with the Turkish League. And then, of course, she coming off an injury. You know what I mean? She had a little surgery on herself, but she was ready to go. She said she was going to be ready. So there's no excuse. She's on the floor. She got to be productive. Courtney Williams had 31 minutes last night. Courtney Williams is phenomenal. She is a mid-range master. When I say a mid-range master, I think of her, Courtney Williams, in this game. In this game, she remind me so much of how Kobe manipulated the mid-range shot. She's not, I'm not calling her Kobe Bryant, but I'm just saying people that played that mid-range game, and I'm just came to my mind on how you know, to master the mid-range, she has done that. She's a veteran. She's been in this league for a while. She knows her way around the court. Definitely. She dropped from point guard to two guard, and she gave, listen, Cheryl Reeves gave the keys to this rookie. Her name is Olivia Magic Miles, whenever I say. But Courtney Williams had 21 points. She was 9 for 10 from the field. She was 3 for 4 from the three-point line. She had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. That's just what Courtney Williams do. She is a very, very good point guard. B. Beckham, I see you in the building. Live, life, love. What's up? I see my people coming up in here. Hit that like button if you would for me, my family members. Hey, I'm giving you the show today. We're gonna talk about it today. Olivia Magic Miles, 15 points, 7 for 12 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line, 1 for 1 from the free throw line, two rebounds, 6 assists, three turnovers. You know you're gonna have that in one block. She gonna turn the ball over, y'all. She gotta learn. She just in her rookie year. She just gotta learn how to take care of it a lot more. But it's not 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turnovers like somebody we know. I'm just saying I know. Listen, I ain't picking no fight. But I just want to do this, y'all. I just want to do this with my family. On some real stuff, y'all. And I'm not trying to be petty. On some real stuff. Olivia Miles on how she looked. And Jason Whitlock crying. Jason Whitlock begs for forgiveness for Caitlin Clark being 19%. They trying to say that this girl right here is going to be the league's MVP. Not probably for the next 10 years. No, I'm just joking. She has an opportunity to be an MVP, but she is not her. She is not this lady. This is what a point guard looks like coming out of college. This is what a point guard looks like coming out of college. She's more than ready. You see, she's patient. She picks her places. She's watching and seeing the whole entire court with a high IQ. She is very, very, very smart. She's a smart and wise basketball player. This girl right here trying to shoot up logo threes, and I don't know what the hell is going on. But y'all go over there and watch this video. I got this video over here. Go watch the video I do the breakdown on Jason Whitlock trying to beg for forgiveness. Him and John the Liquidator over there crying, talking about us, the Angel Reese fans, the people that support Angel Reese. They over there talking about how, the Angel Reese fans has impacted the overall fans of the Indiana Fever. Meanwhile, everybody else doing good in the league. Meanwhile, everybody else doing a new Portland Fire is brand new. They done sold out all their nights that they played so far. Meanwhile, the Valkyries is sold out. Meanwhile, Minnesota, we saw over there, was sold out when Angel them came in. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is doing good. So I'ma just say, I'm glad I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm glad I'm not one of the ones that said Caitlin Clark was the best thing since sliced bread. Go check out the video, y'all. I ain't gonna talk about that. But what I am gonna talk about is a professional like Olivia Miles, who has translated herself into professional basketball. And she looks so good. She looks very good. And it's very, very good to watch. Now, Let's go break down the Dallas Wings. The Dallas Wings, from what I saw, is a debacle. Terrible, terrible attendance. Terrible, terrible play. Hey, baby, give me some shea butter. I'm glad you in here with Daddy. Slap my hand with some shea butter. Terrible, terrible play. It is actually a situation where, I mean, she's benefiting just a little bit. Thank you, baby. That's Sanaya about to graduate, y'all. Sanaya about to graduate. Come here, Sanaya. Come say hello to the chat. She said no. She said no. That's one of my daughters that's shy. She's very bashful. She's very, very bashful. Okay, y'all. Jessica Shepard, Alana Smith have to do better. Maddie Segrist should have more than 16 minutes. This is my take overall. AZ Fudd did not. She didn't do bad last night. She had some good shots. She was 4 for 7 from the field. I think that she should take more shots. I think AZ should take more shots. Isaiah James, she should have more minutes. She earned her minutes. She should have more minutes and have Enrique Gumawale get her ass and sit on down and come back and rethink about it. Enrique Gumawale last night was 2 for 11 last night. She was horrible. So the coach blamed the players for being selfish on the minutes. I'm sure he's talking about the young players. I'm sure he's probably talking about Maddie. I'm sure he's talking about Zaza. I'm sure he's talking about the ones that really want to help. And he's saying they're being selfish. I don't think so, coach. I don't think so, coach. You had a situation where you stayed with the veterans and you lost. The veterans looked like they were slow. The veterans, thank you, Sister Felicia. I appreciate it. Hey, AT Camilla, come on in. Hey, Andre Edwards, I heard what you said. Talk about Caitlin Clark. You said you was going to smoke a blunt and watch Jason Whitlow. Andre Edwards be crazy up in the comments. Skull Brian Nation, my man. So Jessica Shepard had 7 points, diabolical. Alana Smith had 6 points, diabolical. Alicia Sims had 11 points. She did what she was. She was feasible. She only had 1 turnover. So, I mean, Alicia Sims played 25 minutes. She took them minutes, though. Alicia Sims came right in function. She came right in. But Enrique Gumawale had 30 minutes and 6 points. Y'all make it make sense to you. Y'all make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Enrique Gumawale had 6 points. Make it make sense. Of course, Paige did Paige things. She had 27 points. She bounced back this game. She had 7 for 13. She was 7 for 13, 3 for 4 from the field, from the free throw line, 10 for 11 from the free. I'm sorry, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line, 10 for 11 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 turnovers. Though it's listen, that's a stat sheet that you want from your second-year player. The coach blamed the players and said that it's selfishness in the locker room. I'm going to let y'all hear it. But he blamed the players when I do see the game that I saw last night, and especially looking at the stat report, which he get on the sideline, and he asks who's doing what. PG, what's up, family? He asks who's doing what, and he's getting a breakdown as time goes. as time goes, to say that your players are being selfish. We saw how that went with Kim Caldwell. we we saw how that went with Kim Caldwell. See, Natalie Acosta, said that it was her fault. Natalie Acosta, she took it on herself on what happened and the way it went. But I'm gonna let y'all hear the press release. I'm gonna let y'all hear the press release of what he said post game after the game. You know what I'm saying? And y'all tell me, am I tripping? Y'all tell me if I'm tripping, because I don't think I'm tripping. I think that this man blamed his team instead of him as the leader of this team.
Make your browser fast. Make your browser.
Last 3 or 4 minutes of the game.
Well, apparently there wasn't a lot going on because they got everything they wanted. Right? We went up to touch. We went over ball screens. We switched. We trapped. When things are not going well for you offensively, you got to play a lot harder on the defensive end. And I think the back row and rotations hurt us, but they didn't run anything differently than they ran in the first half. It just was more important for us to get over ball screens and to trap and rotate. And we were up 8 in the first half. And what happened? They came out and hit those two big threes on rotations. It started there. But it's gotta mean more. It's gotta mean more, especially in those type of situations and those rotations. You look at, and that's what I told them. I go, we'll come back. We're off tomorrow, but people can't be concerned. Really, really good teams and championship teams, they don't care who starts. They don't care how many minutes they play. They don't care if the ball's not going in for them. They can do different things on the defensive end. When we start doing that and we don't get in our feelings, because body language never whispers. Championship teams, you play for the guy next to you. It doesn't matter if the ball's not going in. You can do so many other things. You can defend, you can share it, you can go get stuff off the glass. When that changes, then you don't lose these type of games.
You talk about Maddie's 17 points.
So I don't know how well that's gonna go over, chat. I don't know how well that's gonna translate with these people. I don't know how well that this team is not even mature enough. It's just it don't look good. You're a professional basketball coach. You're a professional basketball coach. If Don Staley wouldn't say such a thing, in the way that Kim Caldwell, she had to, you mean to tell me that Don Staley will have to tell you, a professional coach? I know it's your rookie year, and this is a rookie mistake. Definitely, this is a rookie mistake. But I mean, listen, you mean to tell me that you can't see in your mind that you're the chief, you're the head person in charge, you're the one, you're the one that is supposed to make everything go. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? I thought that you are the one that takes it in on herself. But Natalie Lacasa came on and talked about, look at the difference though. Look at the difference. When Natalie Nakasa, when they was asking about the bunnies and the stuff that was happening, Natalie Nakasa, y'all. Let me find Natalie, man, because it's just a certain way. This guy, if he watched this show, he just got to know, if they tell him coach or somebody y'all send him, people that know him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all send him. Because I definitely, you know what I mean? He has to know that you can't. This is the WNBA. These are not college girls. You can't do that type of shit. You can't have that type of language. These is adults. So when you're an adult in the room, when you're an adult, you have to start adulting. If that made sense, you have to actually be the adult in the room when you're an adult, and you talk to other adults responsibly. You don't get loose with your tongue. You don't get, even with my girls that lives with me still, my adults that's still here. Yeah, I get upset. Sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I'm upset at them, but I still treat them like adults. You understand? I treat them like grown women. I don't treat them, they're not my baby girls no more. They are my baby girls, but they're not baby girls. You got what I'm saying? My daughters that's, you know what I mean, in the 30s and in the late 20s, they're grown women. So, you know what I'm saying? They're grown women. My 27-year-old that, you know what I mean, Dream's mother, I don't talk to her like she's, you know what I mean, she's some type of teenager. You don't handle adults that way. It's a way to go about it. It's a way, and Natalie Nakasa went about it very good. When they were asking questions about, what she thought about the game, I really liked her answer and the way she got out. Hold on, this is the difference, Jose, this is the difference. Let brother gonna give you some toolage on how that stuff supposed to go, how it's supposed to go. It ain't supposed to go the way you did it. It's supposed to go like this.
It felt like Chicago's kind of plan of attack was just kind of pressure up and force everything into Cardosa. What did you just kind of see from their defensive front? How did that affect the shots that you guys got tonight?
Yeah, the physicality for the Sky, their defense was great. I don't know if they were funneling it technically to Cardosa, but I just felt just the on-ball pressure. They were definitely trying to take away the paint for us to punch the paint and then obviously spray out threes. So just a great job, I felt like, with their guards. It was definitely a lot of handsy, which I'm gonna make sure I think that was that was the same on both ends, but I just think we just can't allow our offense, to give us that burst. Like, we are a defensive team. So I put this one on me. Like, I got to make sure that they understand who we are, and I got to maintain and punch more into like our discipline of the layers of our defense that has to be there. We can't just rely on getting Valhalla all excited in terms of our shooting.
Did y'all hear that? She said, I got to put that on me. I got to put that on me. How we perform, how we overall did. I got to put that on me. She said, I got to put this on me. This is the difference of what Jose has done to his team. I don't know if that man in that post, I don't know if he destroyed his locker room, because he had to be talking about the young ladies that was on the bench that wasn't getting no burn. And they wasn't getting no burn. It's up to you. What's going on, Ricky? What's happening? But more from this young man. I got to let y'all hear it. Because, God damn. Jose.
Points in the first. I thought she had a really good first half. Yeah. She was efficient. She was really good. It was a different matchup than she had last game, but she came in and did her job.
Went into some of the lineup decisions down the stretch. But Daisy had some run in that fourth quarter.
She did. You know, and you want her much more comfortable. We had to get Odyssey back in there because what? Paige was getting double teamed and she was getting worn down. We needed a point guard in there to get us into some things.
Jasmine. On Tuesday, you mentioned that teams might try to start impacting ball in transition. How did you feel about that aspect of the event?
Big transition hurt us today. Downhill drives and the glass hurt us today. Yet we had how many assists in the first quarter? 11 of our first 12 baskets were assisted. We finished with at halftime we had 16. What did we finish with? 22. So we go from 16 assists in the first half, 11 in the first quarter, 6 in the second. Go back and watch the game. The ball didn't move like it should.
Dorothy?
Coach, well, when did you feel the momentum slipping away kind of for good? And at this point, what's the biggest area of growth for this Wings team?
Listen,
You gotta continue. Guess what? You know, doesn't matter how much I score, doesn't matter how much I play. You know, if this thing's gonna change, right? It's got to change first in everything that we do, right? It was all fun and it's all excited. We're scoring 90, 100 points. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's playing. Now it's a lot different, right? You got to get through adversity if you're not playing well yourself on the other things that you need to do. But we were up 9 against Indiana also on the road, and it was the same thing at halftime. But I saw it changing in the middle of that fourth, when the ball didn't get in the basket. You got to get stops and you got to get stuff on the glass. There were critical possessions that we got to stop, and the ball came off the rim, and we didn't get it off the glass.
What did you see as the difference in that first quarter where
Y'all got to understand, man, this is a rookie coach. I get it. This is a rookie coach. But Jose, that is totally on you. You got 12 players. If you see this and you're seeing something in a game, this is you to make the switch. This is you to identify that your player is not being able to score. This is you being able to identify your players are not stealing the ball. This is you who have to identify that they are not grabbing rebounds. You didn't play Leah Root, none. This is you. And she's a big body. She's a rim. Of course, she puts her hands up. She got 6 fouls to be able to be in the game. She can shoot the 3. Lelia Rue can shoot the 3. Alana Smith stunk it up since the light said green and go. Alana Smith have been stinking it up, chat. Alana Smith on the wings is systems. It's systems, don't lie. How is she defensive player of the year reigning? And then possibly she almost was defensive player the year before, along with Feed the other year. So listen, guys, I'm just saying that he might have blew up his locker room. He might have blew his locker room up. I don't know. I hope he could recover from this, but he might have blew up his locker room. Let's see what Baby Page and all the rest of them say. We can actually do it like that.
Our only 3rd game of the season, so we don't want to panic, but we also want to hold ourselves accountable to the standard that we want to set. And it's defensively for us, being able to get stops, play team defense, play better pick and roll defense, but just set that tone. And honestly, it's play better throughout the entire 40 minutes of it, so that games don't come down until the last 2 minutes so much. But we're learning, we're growing, we're having tough conversations, learning through repetition. So that's all we can ask.
Paige, what was it? Was it pick and roll defense? Was it something that was happening the last 4 or 5 trips down where they seemed to get easier buckets?
Yeah, it was pick and roll defense, and we just weren't on a string
What
collectively.
needs to change there?
We need to be better in a pick and roll defense.
Dorothy, go ahead.
Was there a time like when the momentum shifted and you felt you couldn't get it back? This is for anybody. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was in the fourth, like they came back in the third pretty hard and we weren't able to, extend the lead. They just kept creeping up.
This for AZ. So the crowd erupted every time you checked into the game tonight. Did you feel the energy from the fans helping you settle your nerves in after some of your early misses?
Yeah, the fans here are amazing. I got a taste for what that looked like last game, so being able to be on the floor with the rest of the team was really special.
As you talked about still adjusting to the physicality of this league, you come in today and you have 4 personal fouls. So is that something you're still adjusting to, and how do you plan to develop in the future to be better at that?
Yeah, I got to learn how to get through ball screens better, how to keep my hands off and not foul so much.
Christian on the Zoom, go ahead.
Yes, my question's for Paige. Considering, you are one of the most blitz players in the league and a lot of the ball pressure that you do face, is it something that you guys have?
Do y'all see how AZ looking? Is it just me, chat? Is it, do she have like, do it look like she need a security blanket or something? I'm saying, do it, is it just me? Am I just, Jose, one thing he said is body language, right? It looks like AZ is not, she don't feel secure. She don't feel comfortable. She don't feel safe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, she looks unhappy. And of course they coming off a loss. So no, she ain't supposed to be giddy. She ain't supposed to be happy. But it's a timid. It's been a timid since they were asking her questions from, the draft night. She just looks timid, you guys. Paige look confident. She don't care. Look at Paige. Paige don't give a damn. You know what I mean? That's a pro. Let me keep going.
Been going through over in practice that you've seen through the last couple of games to kind of negate that?
Yeah, we practice everything we go through, what teams and defenses are going to do. Also, we do scout.
Hey, Brown, what's up, big
we have full
dog?
confidence in our team to be able to play make out of those double teams, and to play to those advantages. And we're going to continue to get better at that with more reps.
Rob, go ahead.
Thank you. Rob Tianson from the Podium Finish. Paige, with 27 points and 8 assists, we saw you working the floor both as a scorer and facilitator. So beyond those stats, how are you challenging yourself to be that galvanizing voice in the huddle when the momentum shifts? And what's some areas of your game that you're challenging yourself during this homestand and the start of the season?
Yeah, just to stay composed. Basketball is a game of runs. We had the lead, then we lost the lead, but not stop playing and not losing our composure, and just remaining together, staying a team, and just trying to weather the storms of the runs. And when we have the advantage of momentum, to just keep it pushing, and just really trying to vocalize and use my voice within timeouts, huddles, and being more communicative. I think we can do a better job of that, me personally, but us as a team. I think that really shows defensively, just for us to get more on the same page. I think that's the focus moving forward.
Yes.
Maddie, you've been incredibly efficient with your minutes coming off the bench. Can you talk a little bit about how you see your role shaping up this season, and just how you feel about what you're contributing?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't really know. So I think you just got to stay ready. I've been in a lot of different roles in my career, whether it was, coming off the bench, starting the game. So just trying to, provide a boost wherever, whether that's scoring, offensive rebounds, just trying to get back in transition, whatever is needed. I'm just going to do for the team.
Y'all see this, man? They don't look confident. Maddie Segrist is being misused. She should have more minutes. Jose, that's on you. You got Maddie Segrist. She came off. She's healthy this year. She came off of a good unrivaled year. She had a good start for this season already. You got to give players like this a burn. You have to be able. Zaza, a defensive stopper. You look like you could not stop the ball. Zaza on the bench. She's on the bench. Like, I don't know. You know, you blame your players, but really, bro, it's you. You the one. If something goes wrong over here with what I'm doing, I'm not gonna be blaming my children or some. This is me. It's on me. It's on me to get it done. It's on me. Like, Jose, you can't do that, man. Seriously, your players look like they bummed out. They already lost. I mean, god damn.
Man, just to expand on that, just talk about when you came off the bench, just that spark that you brought, like what was right.
Just trying to make the most of the minutes I got. You know, you don't know how long you're going to be in there, and you just want to try to give a lift and just try to, if it's going well, you want to keep it going well. If it's not going well, you want to try to change the momentum. So that's just what I was trying to do.
Okay, go ahead. AC, top 2 picks in the draft going at it tonight. You had a big steal on Olivia towards the end of the game. What was that like competing against her, and what are your feelings for that?
Yeah, I mean, Liv is super talented. To compete against her tonight was great. She's tough to guard, so that definitely was a challenge. And yeah, I look forward to the next time we get to play them. Good.
Yeah, AZ, you had a couple of nice cutting baskets to see on Olivia, like I said at the end of the game. How did you feel about your first game at home?
Yeah, I mean, happy to be on the floor with them, but obviously a lot of things I can improve on. But staying positive, I was proud of some of the things I did and looking forward to being able to build on that.
That's one, Dorothy. How important is patience as everybody, you know, settles into their defined roles?
Not look confident.
Let's talk about the importance of patience because it's still early in the season.
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, just to be able to give ourselves grace, but also have a sense of urgency about it. Like, we don't want to keep dropping games. And I mean, obviously you want to protect home court. So as much as you play at home, you want to win. But to also learn and to grow and to not let one loss avalanche and bleed into the next game. But watch the film, digest it, look in the mirror, do whatever we need to do to continue to come back to work and get better. And that's win or loss, truly. So just to not let the last game dictate the next practice, and continue to put our next foot forward, and keep trying to get better.
Thanks, guys.
So, you know, this was not good. This was not good, chat. They, you know, when you got the players bummed out, yes, you are supposed to be uptight. Skylar is not the best person after a loss to put on an interview. I'm real cool on that. We all understand. We seen Skylar Diggins, you know, upset, pissed off, and you gonna see her pissed off and do press this time. But she probably, you know, after a loss, she's probably not one to really want to have on the presser. But you don't see a beat down player. You got your young players looking like they beat down, Jose. Defeated. Maddie Segrist looks defeated. Definitely AZ Fudd she looked defeated from after game 1. After game 1, AZ looked defeated. So this is your first round overall draft pick. There should not be any question. There should not be any question how many minutes she get. There should not be any question her evaluation of what's going on with the team. There should not be any question of how much you want her to put or add or take away from in a game. There should not be a question of what you need to get out of Arike Gumawale. There should not be a question on anyone that's on that team, Jose, that you have control over to put in and out of a game. You should be able to do. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. Let me cook. I'm going to eat at the same time. It's Friday. Hey, y'all, give a super chat or a super sticker if you want to support and donate to the channel, y'all. I'm up here, man, asking for y'all to support this channel right now because I'm finna cook and I'm finna eat at the same time. Check it out. You should not, Jose, you should not be the one to sit here and criticize your players in the press. You do it in the locker room, Jose. These are grown women, once and for all. I had to say once again, grown women don't take too kind of you putting their business out in the press when you can come to them just like they did the hit piece on Angel. Now Cam Brink then got a hit piece. That's what I'm trying to say. This right here, a hit piece has been put out on this whole goddamn team because we don't know who exactly you talking about, Jose. So now you put that out in the press that you got selfish players. You put that out on the press that you have players that you're not approving of in the beginning of the season in their play, in the way their demeanor is, the way they look. God damn it, if somebody is over there, got their head down or looking a certain way, you can't pay attention to that. They basketball players, they competitors. Yeah, they want to get in the game, bro. They want to get in the game. Yeah, they want to get in the game. So yeah, they think that they could do a different thing or make some changes themselves. If they was in the game, they'll be able to do certain things. So yes, by them being competitors, bro, they think that they could come in and make a difference. They not holding their head down or whatever. They think that they want to be let in the game. Let me go in the game. Me as a basketball player. Me. Let me get in there. If something is going on, let me get in there. At least let me get a shot so I could go ahead and see if I can make things different of the turnout of what's going on. Let me see if I can play hard enough defense to stop Olivia Miles going and slashing through the hole. Let me see if I can make a difference of Courtney Williams dropping these deuces on our head. Let me see if I can be able, you know what I'm saying, to stop, you know what I mean, Natasha Howard, Howard from going into the doggone paint and scoring 27 points. Let me see who I can pick and put on there. That's all I'm saying. I told y'all today is Friday. I'm a cook. And then I'm going to eat and I'm going to share with everybody else. I'm just saying this is definitely an irresponsible coach for doing that with his professional players. It's definitely an irresponsibility. And it's exactly what you said, King. Well, what's up, brother? This is Kim Caldwell all over again. That didn't go too well with her. They didn't go too well. I hope he could get his locker room back. Or they respect him enough to know that he's a rookie coach. I hope that the veterans on here could tell the youngins to be like, oh, wait a minute. Because he got a young team. This ain't no old ass team. He got a young team. These fresh out of college players that y'all got, and they wasn't going to take it if Kim Caldwell was spoke to them. You saw what happened. Thank you, BD Sports. I appreciate you, man. You always support the channel. I thank you for the gift, man. The super chat, $2. It says for the show. Thank you, man. I listen. I really need that to support the show and be able to put back in my, you know what I mean, the investment that I do all the time. But what I'm saying, y'all, is this: it should not be this way. It should not be this way. This is game 2, Jose. Calm your ass down. In game 3, I'm talking about, I'm sorry. Game 3, they lost 2 in a row. They won the first one, lost 2 in a row. Game 3, Jose, You go to your locker room. You talk to your players. You go in and you talk to them and you tell them how you feel. But you don't put it out game 3 how you gonna make it to the mid-season? And you putting hit pieces out on your whole entire team. This is your whole entire team because we don't know who you talking about. We can't configure, oh, this is the player he's talking about, or the body language. You got people right now actually going to the Dallas game, rewatching the game to see dispositions. You got people, you got people going to the instant replays and going to find out who he talking about in their dispositions. You don't do that to your players, man. You don't do that to your players, bro. I mean, God. Thank you, Sister Felicia. She sent me a cash app. I thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. Always support me too. I just, everybody that's here always support. I'm just saying I appreciate everybody for what you're doing. But let me cook as I eat. Let me go see my boy. Hey, Stephen Love, you already know you got my back. 2322. Thank you for the super chat. It says, I agree about these are grown women. If some players can make adjustments themselves on the court, it's not a bad thing. Absolutely. I'm just saying, man, look, you have to consider who you are coaching. You have to consider that these are professional basketball players. Yes, they're young. They're very young. You got a very young team, but these ain't no kids. These are grown women. Yes, they're young, but these are grown women. It says, I guess he didn't like what he saw and wanted to publicly embarrass them, unless he's one of those unhinged types people who can't take the pressure in the new environment. That was a good take, MSL. I would say this, though. Check it out. He's definitely a rookie, because I just showed y'all the difference between him and Natalie Nakasa. And guess what, y'all? As much as y'all want to say Tyler Marsh wouldn't do that, and he hasn't done it, and he went through one of the worst seasons. This guy, Jose, is the new coach. He didn't go through what the old coach did last year. If Jose only win 10 games this year, oh boy. And what he's doing, Tyler Marsh didn't do this. See, but that's the difference between these college coaches coming up in here and doing whatever. Tyler Marsh come from Becky. Tyler Marsh would never do this. And he hasn't. He hasn't done it. And he won't do it, especially when you got veterans on there like Skylar Diggins, Dejanay Carrington, Azare Stevens, Sluty with no booty. You know what I'm saying? E-Wheel. He ain't going to handle them like that. Of course, he got more veterans on his team now this year, but last year with a young team, he didn't do this. He didn't do this. Hey, Brown, I thank you for the $20 super chat. It says, I hate to see AZ fumbling her career like this. Yeah, but it's also in the coach too, brother. A Brown. It's also in the coach. The coach has, AZ has to do it. You are right. You 1000% right on that take. But it's also the opportunity in places and system. You have one of the best shooting guards that came out of college in history coming out of college. And you can't do nothing with that. I still say the coach, I can't get past that. I can't get past the coach. It said, Green Thumb, I thank you Mama, I thank you so much for the $2 Tyler $2 super chat. It says Tyler don't have to. He has Jeff. He does have Jeff. Jeff goes out and put hit pieces, but Tyler don't do that though. No matter what Jeff does. Because Becky showed him how to be a professional. And I don't think, and Tyler Marsh is 37 years old yet. He's a young dude. This is an old head. Jose is a rookie coach, though. He's dealing with young girls in college. He comes to the pros and he does this. He comes and does this. Jose, I just got to tell you, Jose, I hope you survive the rest of the season. I really do. I hope you survive, and I hope you get the locker room back, because as of right now, for what you just said and what you just did, because I'm not the only one that's showing this on this broadcast. Everybody else also is like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's horrible. That's horrible. I don't think that it should, and I'm not overreacting. I'm telling you, you do not. I've been around so many of these situations. You don't throw your players under the bus on game 3. Now, if it was mid-season, okay, you couldn't get nothing going. It's 24 games played, 24 games played. They still playing the same. You can't keep it together. You know what I mean? Okay, Jose, I get it. But it's game 3. And it's not working out the way you wanted it to work out. And you mentioned that. You was like, everybody was so happy for the start and everything like that. And everybody was all smiles and happy. But you the one also that's going under adversity. Don't just put the adversity against your players, Jose. You also are going under adversity because you're the coach. You're over on the sideline. You can't get on the court. You can't shoot the ball. You can't take the ball away. You can't rebound the ball. You can't do none of the activities that you want to be done. But you can put the players in there that can do it. Let me say that again. You can put the players in there that can do it. And I don't think that you got that on the bench. Because if you thought you had it on the bench, any common man with common sense would have put their players in. But Lee LaRue, and meanwhile, Lee LaRue on the bench. Well, she could shoot threes. I mean, Zaya Cook, you was getting the ball ran down your throat. And Zaya Cook is on the bench.
Oh my God!
Zaya Cook is on the bench. Who can play defense, who's scrappy, who's handsy. Are you kidding me, coach? Do I have to coach your team, coach? I know the pieces that you got. The pieces that you got is a good piece to be in the top 5 team. But right now, I don't know where they're going to be at this point, because you put them in a situation where they are looking at you for leadership. And you, the coach, threw them under the bus. So I hope that he get it back and say he trying to pull a Vic Schaefer. Yeah. You see what happened? You see what happened with Vic? Vic, hey, Lee just said, Lee was like, I see you. Don ain't gonna do that. Vic, I'm gone. You see the other one went too. Crawford, out of there. I'm going. Carlton. Carlton said, I'm going. See you later. You could say that stuff to Rory, because she know you, but you can't say that shit to me. I'm up. They didn't stay. They left. Jordan Lee, was gonna be promisingly start and doing her thing, but she up because you don't say those things, hoping it will put a fire in them. It says it's 2 games, and he put together the team with barely no defense. It's his job to fit the right pieces. Absolutely, Sister Felicia. I agree with that. And that's a smart take. Listen, y'all. It's Friday. We out here. We got to get things done. Y'all see that, hey, that the league is healthy and well. It's game day for the Chicago Sky. It's game day for the Aces. It's a lot of games we're going to be covering today. Let me see who all. Let me bring up the schedule for chat. Let me bring it up, chat. So today, it's the Aces and the Suns. We ain't gonna cover that. We know who's gonna win that game. The Mystics and the Fever. That's a good game. They playing today at 6:30. I should be back home for that game. The Sky play late. Toronto and the Sparks play tonight. The Sky play at 9. So y'all know I'm on at 9 o'clock. Also, y'all know I'll be on at 9. And I'm also cover. If I'm home early enough, I'll cover the Fever game too. I'm gonna tell Keisha set it up. So I'll do the Mystics and the Fever because I do want to see the Young and Turn against Caitlin Clark them. And then tonight, the Sky and the Mercury are playing, hopefully, one game at a time. How it goes with the new situation. It's a cook on this Good Friday. Yes, ma'am. I love you so much, my She Wins. So thanks for the super chat. She Wins for the $4.99, $5 super chat. Cook on this Good Friday. Oh yeah, so everybody can eat, god dog it. That's what I'm here for. We gonna see Sonia Citron and Caitlin Clark. That's right. We gonna see. Hey, chat. We gonna see all of what they talking about. Sonia Citron against Caitlin Clark. We gonna see. 1 year against 2. We gonna see who look more polished tonight. Let me put this up for y'all. This is a graph. We're going to end with this, y'all. It says Minnesota Lynx are currently 2-1 in the 2026 WNBA season and sit near the top of the Western Conference standing. More after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my
Okay, so I wanted to talk about Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, and Olivia Miles. Okay, but I wanted to show y'all that graph real quick. So this is the graph. MSL, read it and weep. It's just game 2 though. we got to see AT tonight. Shit. We got to see AT tonight. Y'all, you know what they did in preseason to us. Here are the latest plus minus numbers from the most recent Lynx game 90-86 win versus Dallas on May the 14th. Kayla McBride versus Dallas Wings was a +6. Courtney Williams versus the Dallas Wings was a +9. Olivia Miles, Dallas Wings was a +7. McBride finished the game with 11 points and 8 rebounds. Williams scored 21 points on efficient shooting, and the rookie Olivia Miles added 15 points with 6 assists. That's a good thing. Kayla McBride, in 3 games, she's averaging 15 points, 4.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1 steal per game. She's shooting from the field 44.8%. She's 39% from the 3. Courtney Williams, in her 3 games, 15.3 points, 5 rebounds, 5.7 assists per game, 2 steals per game, 47.5 points from the field. She's having a really, really, really good season, y'all. She's having a really, really good beginning. And 36.4% from the 3-point line. Olivia Magic Miles, in 3 games, 16.3 points. She's averaging 4.7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1.7, almost 2 steals a game. 48. She's shooting better than both the veterans. Y'all see that from the field? She's shooting better than both the veterans. Bars. She's shooting better than both the veterans. Bars. 48.2%. Y'all know I'm silly, y'all. And 34.8 from the 3-point line. This is a rookie. This is how your rookie's supposed to come in. Teams note, the Lynx are currently 2nd in the Western Conference with the 2-1 record. Olivia Miles leads the team in both scoring and assists so far this season. Courtney Williams has taken more of a combo guard role while Miles runs the point. Kayla McBride remains one of the Minnesota's top perimeter scorers and veteran leaders. Overall, you've seen these players play and what they have done thus far in the last 3 games. Olivia Miles is the leader of this team. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, chat? Olivia Miles is the leader of this team with a bunch of veterans on here. Ain't that something? That's how you do it, Olivia Miles. Magic Miles is doing what she do. We'll see the game tonight. It says, why can't Atlanta be first since they had the same record? It says, why can't Atlanta be first since they had the same record? That's because point ratio, brother. Who won with the most points? That's the separation. See, I got to teach my little brother this. Point ratio is why that is. How much they won by in each game. They have that on the person who, you know what I mean, will be in the first place. Point ratio. You come here to get educated, MSL. You don't know everything. If I ain't teaching you nothing, then I ain't doing my job. So I got to be up here to do my job. Okay? So, yeah, in both of those wins, Chicago had more points in the win than Atlanta did, if that made sense. Saying, okay, Secrets. So you're saying in point differential. Yes. Same thing, right? The point ratio, adult point differential, however you want to say it, is whoever won by the most points on the teams that they beat. Okay, brother? Reading and Wheat. And you said that they weren't going to win no games. That's what you said. So take your big size shoe in game 2, because they might lose game 3. Because this is AT&T, and they gonna beat that ass because Angel is their baby. So I don't know, but I'll tell you this: Chicago ain't no joke. This is not a flimsy team, and I'm glad that we do, you know what I mean, have gritty, grimy players that could come to the court and show up and show off. So we count point differential this year in the season. I'm just missing. I know you just messing with me. Yeah. So listen, y'all. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Listen, give to the channel. Give to the channel. Give to the channel. Support the channel as y'all always do. I am appreciative and thankful and grateful, and I love y'all for coming up here with me today, because you owe me nothing. You do not. And I'm so grateful to be a brother of information that we can have a discussion and have our own takes. So I appreciate everybody that came here today and watched the show. I'm so grateful. Listen to us tonight on the Players Club. Hey, look, in the comments, keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main, man, listen, man, I'm so tired of these diabolical comments that be left in the doggone comment section. God, dog. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Yeah, y'all, listen, man. I appreciate everybody coming up here, man. It's Friday, y'all. Enjoy your day. Don't let nobody get on your nerve. I'm going to go out and work and get some money in my hustle and do what I need to do.
I'm a gingerbread man and here I come. I got a sweet hot plate, yeah, you want some. I keep a big bag of flour that weighs a ton. I said big, hot, I'm a gingerbread man and here we come. We got a sweet hot plate, yeah, we want some. We got a big bag of flour that weighs a ton. Hickory dickory dock, ginger man from the block. I keep my product good, the people come and cop. The streets is on lock, the haters in shock. My parties always rock, that's why I'm about to pop. Come on and taste my cookies, eat it until you're full. Wrap yourself a whole bag, take it to your school. Enjoy it all, have a ball, that's the golden rule. All the little kids, they love me, they think I'm cool. I get my shine on, cause I keep my grind long. So turn on when you're ready, yo, every time you hear my song. I represent them bread makers up in my crew. I'm so fresh, so clean from my hat to my shoe.